Okay, so good morning, class. It's a good day to study today, right?
Good morning, ma'am.
So, how was your day, mga bata?
Okay lang po.
Wow. Okay, so before we start our class for today, we are going to have a short prayer. Alright, so Miss Kate, can you please lead the prayer?
Okay, classmates, let's bow our heads and feel the presence of God. Dear Lord, thank you for blessing us with another day to learn and be present in school. Please guide us and help us focus on today's topic so that we may gain knowledge. Grant patience to our teachers as they impart wisdom to us. In your presence, Amen.
Amen. Thank you, Kate. Now, welcome students in our English class. So, before we start, we are going to have a attendance, okay? If I call your name, just say present. Okay? Mr. Lagradante,
Present po.
Miss Rosita,
Present po.
Mr. Binduan,
Present po.
Miss Allen,
Absent po.
Miss Huna,
Present po.
Mr. Cedric.
Present po.
Alright. So, meron tayong isang absent na ngayon.
Opo.
Okay. So, assignment ba? Meron ba tayong assignment last time?
Wala po.
Alright. Okay, now, before we proceed to our next lesson, let's have a recap muna on what we have studied last time, ha? Anyone who wants to share? Yes, Lance?
We learned some vocabulary words po and how to use them in the sentence.
Oh, very good na alala pa. Sige nga, one word that we have learned last time. Yes, Miss Kate?
Rekindle po. Ibig sabihin to start or stir up again. And the example sentence po ay reading her favorite book again help her rekindle her love for literature.
Wow, very good. Talagang nakikinig ang mga estudyante ka. Okay, so now let's start our lesson for today. So, I prepared here 4 sentences. So, what we're going to do is we're going to spot what are the differences in this sentence. So, anyone? Okay, yes, Mr. Binduan. Anong napansin mo dito sa ating 4 na sentences?
Ma'am, yung unang sentence po ay maikli lang, tas yung iba ay mahaba na po.
Okay, very good. Thank you. How about you, Lance?
Ma'am, I think po yung ibang sentence ay mas maraming details. Di kagaya po nung una na wala po siya masyadong details.
Okay, nice observation. Thank you. How about you, Kate?
Ano po, parang may mga sentence po na independent, tas yung iba ay magkasama yung independent at dependent clause po.
Wow, very good. Tanda pa ang lesson natin sa dependent at independent clause. Okay, very good kayo lahat, class, ha? And later, malalaman natin kung ano ba talaga yung differences sa mga sentences na to, okay? So, for today's lesson, we are going to study the types of sentence structure. So, the first one is we have the simple sentence. So, ano ba ang simple sentence? So, simple sentence contains a subject and a verb. And it may also have an object and modifiers. However, it contains only one independent clause. So, ang simple sentence, ang naman lang niya ay isang one verb and one subject. So, let's check here the example sentence that we have. Alright, so let's check here the example sentences. So, the first one is she wrote. So, pag simple sentences, dapat mayroong isang subject na present and isang verb. So, she is our subject and wrote is our verb. So, pag natin she wrote, complete na yung idea niya. So, she is an independent clause. Kaya, isa rin siyang simple sentence. So, yung second example natin is the boy kicked the ball. So, the boy is our subject, kick is our verb, and the ball is our object. So, kompleto na yung idea niya. Meron tayong isang verb, isang subject, and isang object. So, it's also an independent clause. So, the last one is the wolf howled at the moon. So, the wolf is howled is the verb. At the moon is the prepositional phrase. So, complete na yung thought niya. And so, it's also an independent clause or a simple sentence. Next type is the compound sentence. So, compound sentence contains at least two independent clause. Pag sabi natin two independent clause, dapat parehong kompleto yung thought. So, these two independent clause can be combined with a comma, a coordinating conjunction, or with a semicolon. So, let's check the example sentences. So, for the first example sentence, Jane can be rude at times, but she is a nice girl. So, yung unang independent clause natin is Jane can be rude at times. So, kahit wala tong isa, complete thought na siya. Okay? Yung second sentence natin is she is a nice girl. So, meron ditong conjunction na nagko-connect dun sa dalawang independent clause natin. Second sentence natin is I like bananas and I like grapes. So, yung first independent clause natin ay I like bananas. And second independent clause ay I like grapes. So, both can be stand-alone and both have a complete idea. But pwede natin siya pagsamahin and with the conjunction and. Okay? So, two independent clause meaning compound sentence. Okay? So, last na example natin is this house is too expensive and that house is too small. So, yung first independent clause natin is this house is too expensive and yung second is that house is too small. So, both are independent clause na kinoconnect ng isang conjunction. So, these are our compound sentence. Next type ng structure is the complex sentence. So, a complex sentence contains at least one independent clause and at least one dependent clause. Okay? One independent and one dependent. So, dependent clause can refer to the subject, who or which, or the sequence of time, since, while, or the casual elements because of the independent clause. So, if a sentence begin with the dependent clause, note the comma after this clause. If, on the other hand, the sentence begin with an independent clause, there is not a comma separating the two clauses. So, let's check the example sentences we have. Okay, so for the first sentence of complex, since you are not feeling well, you stay home and rest. So, dapat ang complex sentence natin ay merong isang dependent at merong isang independent. So, ang dependent dito ay since you are not feeling well. And yung independent is you stay home and rest. Etong dependent na to, hindi yung kompleto yung thought niya, kaya kailangan nyo ng independent clause para makompleto yung isang idea ng sentence natin. Okay? So, yan, that makes it a complex sentence. Second sentence, although she was tired, she stayed up late to finish her assignment. So, ito yung dependent clause natin, although she was tired, tapos ito yung independent, she stayed up late to finish her assignment. Okay? Kung nakikita nyo, kompleto na yung thought niya. She stayed up late to finish her assignment kasi independent ko siya. And itong dependent, nakadepende siya dito. Okay? That makes it the complex sentence. Last one is, in order to succeed, you must work hard and stay focused. So, ano ang ating independent clause? Dependent clause, rather, in order to succeed. Okay? So, hindi kompleto yung thought niya, so kailangan niya ng independent clause, which is, you must work hard and stay focused. Okay? Okay, that is the complex sentence set. So, last one is the compound complex sentence. Okay? So, pinaghalo na yung compound and complex. So, ano nga ba yun? So, sentence types can also be combined, just like what I've mentioned. So, a compound complex sentence contains at least two independent and at least one dependent. Okay? Again, two independent and one dependent clause. Okay? So, let's check the example sentence we have here. here. So now let's check the example sentence of compound complex sentence. So the first one, we have two. Although she had studied 4 hours, she still felt unprepared for the exam. So she decided to ask her teacher for extra help. As you can see, napakaraming detailed na for this type of sentences. So let's figure out what is the dependent clause muna, okay? Ito, although she had studied 4 hours. This is the dependent clause since parang kulang yung idea niya. So, the two independent clause is she still felt unprepared for the exam and she decided to ask her teacher for extra help. So, that is the two independent clause. Again, kailangan natin ng at least one dependent and two independent. Another example is, while I was reading a book, my phone rang and I realized that it was my best friend calling to share some exciting news with me. So, let's find the dependent clause. So, while I was reading a book. Okay, kulang yung idea niya. So, we need two independent clause which is, my phone rang. Ito, independent na siya kasi kompleto naman na yung idea niya. And, I realized that it was my best friend calling to share some exciting news with me. So, ito yung another independent clause na kompleto na yung idea. So, again, these are the 4 types of sentence, which is the simple sentence, compound sentence, complex sentence, and compound complex sentence. Alright, class. Now, naintindihan nyo ba ang lesson for today?
Opo.
Okay, now let's apply what we have learned. So, I prepared here an activity where you need to identify the type of structure of each sentences. Okay, so, who wants to answer number 1? Yes, Miss Laluces.
Since they laugh together, their bond grows together.
Okay, what type of sentence is that?
Complex.
Complex. Very good. Kasi we have the, since they love together is the dependent and their bond grows together is the independent. How about the second sentence?
Mama ko po.
Yes, Lance?
She sings and he dances.
Okay, what type of sentence is that?
Compound po.
Compound. Very good. Because we have two independent clause which is she sings and yung he dances. Okay? Number 3.
Ako no,
Yes, Miss Hunat.
they laugh together, yet they cry alone because they understand each other's pain.
Okay. What type of sentence is that?
Complex and compound.
Okay, very good. It's compound complex sentence. Since it has one dependent and two independent clause. Okay, last one.
Mama ko po.
Okay, Mr. Binduan. Okay.
The sun shines brightly.
Okay, what type?
Simple po.
Simple sentence. Very good. Kasi it's an independent clause lang. It has one subject and one verb. Alright. So, meron na tayong homework and I want you to submit it next week. Okay ba?
Okay po.
Alright. So, thank you so much everyone for attending our English class for today. So, have a great day ahead and see you next week.
Goodbye and thank you, Ma'am Jasmine.
See you next week.
Yeah.